let's jump over to Scream 7. And I don't think there's been an official announcement that shooting has wrapped. Because I
It
saw
has.
like one of
Kevin
these.
Williamson posted on Instagram a couple weeks ago that it had wrapped. It's wrapped.
It has wrapped. Okay,
Yeah.
good. I was looking all over for because I wanted to show it on here, but so yeah, I believe Nick. So he says it's wrapped, but it makes sense too because usually these slasher movies they take like maybe 6 weeks to maybe 2 months, 3 months if it's like really ambitious. But they started shooting this when in January, I think. So yeah,
January, February, yeah.
yeah, so it would have had to have wrapped. What's
Mhm.
okay? So what are you guys thinking as far as like a trailer? Like, or I got a feeling we're going. I think it's suspiciously quiet right now, and I think we're going to see a trailer. I think we're sooner than later. I really do because it comes out in February. Go ahead, Nick.
I have always felt like this. I'm not. This is no like knowledge, but I'm just guessing that I feel like we're going to see our first trailer for this, probably attached to the Black Phone.
Mhm.
Probably because that's a
Mid-October.
mid-October. Yep.
Yeah,
And
that makes
they're
sense.
gonna. Yeah, they're really gonna want to start the marketing juices in Halloween season, and it comes out in
Mhm.
February. So I'm gonna say Black Phone 2. Now that means it'll be out on the internet a couple days before that, probably, but it'll be attached to the Black Phone 2. I think.
Yeah,
Davey, how
that's
are
what
you
I'm.
feeling about that? Are you a I don't know if I've ever asked Davey this. How big of a Scream fan are you?
I really dig it. I think I
Yeah.
probably even enjoy it more than Nightmare,
Wow.
as a franchise, just because I really love the first 4 movies a lot in that franchise.
Well, I think it definitely
Uh,
has more. It's a more consistent franchise, I think, than Nightmare.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's the thing for me too. And yeah, I think the same thing. It just makes sense to me that they would put it out. Yeah, spooky season, we get a teaser.
Yeah.
A lot of the early Scream movies came out in December, and that's
Mhm.
2 months before the movie comes out. So I think we're gonna get a full trailer like right around that Silent Night, Deadly Night's coming out like the 12th of December. So sometime right around there, I would imagine we'll get a full trailer. That way we're talking about it through the holiday season, and then boom, the movie hits in February. That makes sense. Put one out, 2 months later, put out another one, 2 months later, movie comes out.
I can't wait to be talking about Rowan Campbell being the killer in
Dude.
another iconic horror franchise. I can't fucking wait.
Oh,
The closer
love
we
Rowan
get to
Campbell.
the release date, the more excited I get. And I gotta say,
Yeah.
I think this movie is going to be fucking huge. I really do, just because of the change in guard. Nev
Mhm.
Campbell is back, like front and center back. Her daughter is in the movie, but I do think that they're going to prop Nev Campbell up to have a bigger role than she's had in the past couple of movies that she's been in. So I don't know, man. I have a feeling because I think marketing wise, they're very smart. Like I said, they're not. You don't see them poking their head up. Hey, Scream 7. You see like YouTubers talking Scream 7
Mhm.
daily, but you don't really see the spyglass and the actors and all that. I think they're being quiet enough so that way when this trailer comes out, I do think it's going to be like, I think horror trailer wise, it might break records. I
Yeah,
think this trailer, if they can nail this trailer, I think Scream 7 could just be fucking through the roof.
I
Because
also think that people aren't taking into consideration that, like, not only is this a well-established, long-running franchise with the leading lady back as the star, so that's already a bonus, and it's going to do
Mhm.
numbers for that. But for every person that's going to be wasting their time, hashtag boycotting this movie on social media, you're talking about it. Therefore, you're getting more people
yeah,
to
you're
Yeah.
talking
see
about
it.
it.
So
Don't
Yeah.
talk about it.
I,
Don't give
I,
it
I,
power.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I think Scream 7 is going to be huge. And
Huge.
I can also tell you, just from what I've heard, I know you guys are probably familiar with Critical Overlord.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've been buddies with him for a while. We were
same.
talking a couple weeks ago, and he was like, the buzz internally is that they're really happy with this, and that's why
Mhm.
they've kind of been keeping things as under lock and key as possible. Now people are like, well, they announced all these casting announcements. That was intentional. Like they're clearly trying to
Yeah.
mislead people here. And I think that it worked because how viral did those posts of Matthew Lillard coming back go? They went viral. So like
Mhm.
They knew it was gonna get out there anyway, so they just did
Mhm.
it to be the ones to get ahead of it. It's
Yeah.
smart.
it's going to be big. This movie really is going to be big. And I think it's going to hopefully finally shut those people the fuck up in February. Like they'll finally just be like, all right, we got to find something else to cancel now. Like,
No, Critical Overlord, he lives here in Florida. We message each other on X quite a bit, actually, because he goes to the Tampa screenings. I go to the Orlando screenings. And so he'll message me and say, hey, are you guys getting, the new Conjuring movie over in Orlando? And I'll message him and say, hey, are you getting, the new Scream movie? So, yeah, we've been friends for quite a while. And I get a lot of scoops from him. And he gets scoops from me because we figure out, hey, because a lot of people think screenings happen everywhere. They don't. And more times than not, and by the way, I just found out from one of my screening buddies today, in Orlando, I don't know if I can say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. In Orlando, we're not getting a screening for The Conjuring, the new Conjuring movie, but they are getting a screening for it over in, I believe, Tampa and Miami. So it's kind of weird how they do that. I don't know why they do it that way, but
Orlando's a pretty big city. That's ridiculous.
But there's been so many times, and it depends on the studio too. Like for some reason, we get screwed by Warner Brothers more than any other studio in Orlando. They seem to favor Tampa and they seem to favor Miami. And we can't even, like, say if I wanted to go down to Miami or go over to Tampa and watch these movies, sometimes I can. I just got to, email somebody and say, yeah, we'll save a spot for you. But, sometimes they're like, no, we don't have a spot. So you pretty much, you're shit out of luck. And then we can't go to advanced screenings. That's something unique about being a press. They will not let us go to advanced screenings. So it's kind of but we get to go to press screenings, which is nice. But Scream's going to be, I think Scream's going to be freaking huge. I think the final act, I'm going to call it right now, and I'm just guessing, but I think they're finally going to get a good final act. That's not like mega Scooby-Doo land,
Well, I think also just based off of the rumors of how they're going to integrate this returning cast, because a lot of people are like, is Stu alive? Guys, come on, let's be real. He's not. As much as I'm a Stuther, he's not. Based off of what's prevalent in today's world, I definitely believe the rumors that it's AI FaceTime calls and stuff like that, which is going to be used to fuck with these people and make them think certain people are still alive. And I think that's going to be a plot point in the movie. But I think that being what they're going for here is going to make the reveal potentially really fucking unexpected, because you're going to be throwing all of the characters and potentially the audience for a loop. And then you're going to be like, but it was actually this person doing all of this. Like, I think that's because, like, look at the announcements, guy, whether we are Stuthers or not, Roman Bridger is fucking dead. Like, capital D. We know he's dead. Well, he's back. How the fuck is he back?
Yeah.
These guys are not back in the flesh as much as I wish they were. I mean, they are, because they shot new stuff, but it's clearly going to be AI shit. Like, I just know it is.
It's either going to be AI or it is going to be like the way Halloween Kills did the 78 scene. It's going to be something from previous to the events of the first film, and they're going to de-age them. It's going to be one of those two things. I'm right there with Brooke. I think it's going to be, because they've already announced that Scream 8 is going into
Please give us a cliffhanger ending for once.
So
please.
I think it'll be a cliffhanger ending. And then I wanted to address Rob28 in the chat says, are we worried about Kevin directing this? It could be a great thing or a horrible thing. I am not worried. I'm actually very enthused that Kevin Williamson is directing this. I think it also means that even if he doesn't take a writing credit, I think he will go over that story and make sure that everything jives with his vision and what he wants the movie to be, since Scream is his baby. Yes, Wes, directed it and everything like that, but it is Kevin's creation. So I'm pumped that Kevin's coming back. I think this is going to be the best Scream movie since the fourth one, which I really love. That's my second favorite in the franchise. So I'm jazzed.
I said going into Scream 6, I wanted to see a third act where Ghostface wasn't revealed. Ghostface gets away, and because I think that especially we've all been talking. It was mentioned just, I think, by Davey just a few minutes ago that, like, we know that Scream 8 is already ramping up pre-production. Like, this is already something that's been essentially given the green light without, them coming out and saying, hey, we're doing it. If that's the case, we know we're getting another one. I mean, wouldn't it be fucking great to not have the reveal in this movie? Like, I actually would love
cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Partial reveal if there's more than one killer. Maybe, you know what I mean? Just some sort of open-ended, like a 2-part story would be great. And
I
then
just hope
after
the
you do
killer's as
Scream
sexy
8,
as Facci. You know?
yeah,
That's gonna be hard.
That's-
That's gonna be hard.
We can hope. I mean, yeah,
it's very difficult
tall
to do.
order. Very tall. Well, hello there. You just watched an outrageous clip from the Hit the Bricks podcast. I really hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more clips, you can click here or you can click here. And you can just have yourself a ball, all right? And also follow the Hit the Bricks podcast on Spotify as well. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.